Hi everyone, welcome to the next video from Bex of Planner UK on Instagram. I am going to be doing a bit of a review today of this Futura Lusso planner from Right Notes UK and how I'm using it as a social media planner. So as you can see, it is a hardcover planner. It has this red elastic closure and obviously the coil binding. So this is a planner for 2020. It says the size here. The page size is 180 by 240 millimeters. So if I compare that to like my A5 bullet journal, then you can see the kind of size difference. So obviously it's taller and also wider. Is it officially B6 size perhaps? I'm not entirely sure about that, but anyway, that gives you a kind of size comparison. Let's get started and let's show you a little bit more. So yeah, it has this lovely red elastic closure to keep everything together. This planner I'm keeping on my desk rather than taking it about with me in my bag. As I say, it's my social media planner, so it's something that I need to have static to refer to and to update regularly rather than carry it about with me. And I will now talk you through it. So one of the reasons why I love this planner and also any of the notebooks produced by Right Notes UK is the quality of the paper. It's a really high quality paper. It's 85 GSM. It's from Italy, I understand, and it's really good with fountain pens, which obviously is really important to me because I always use fountain pens whenever I'm writing, if I possibly can. So it is a very smooth paper. It's like I'd say it's a white rather than a cream paper. It is smooth, but in a different way to Tomoe River paper. It's not that kind of glossy kind of Bible paper, I suppose, almost, that Tomoe River paper reminds me of. Instead, it's more a quality kind of luxury feel to the paper. And one thing that I really love is you can actually hear your pen writing on the paper, the fountain pen. It gives a really satisfying noise. So it maybe sounds daft to you, but anyway, I love it. So anyway, let's talk through the planner. So yeah, on the inside page you've got this gorgeous pink colour, which I absolutely love. And one thing that I really like about the planner as we go through, you'll see that there's lots of different pages. So there's some lined pages, there's some dotted pages, some grid pages as we go through, and there's lots of kind of blank space as well. So you can use it and you're not kind of hemmed in with not enough space to write. So I really like that. So as I say, I'm using it as a social media planner. The reason for that is not only have I got this new YouTube channel, which I want to post regularly too, but also, obviously, as some of you may know, I'm the founder of PlannerFest. So there's obviously a lot of social media that goes with the event. So PlannerFest is an event that ran for the first time in 2019. It is for planner and stationery lovers and journal lovers, and it was a really brilliant day that we had in July in Manchester in the UK in 2019, and it's coming back obviously for 2020. Obviously a lot of plans are underway, so obviously there's a lot of social media that goes with that. So with PlannerFest, Planner UK, which is my personal kind of Instagram planner related account, and also I've started some new Facebook groups as well. So there's one which is stationery lovers and planner lovers from UK and Europe, which is very focused on talking about planners, journaling, stationery, and all those things that we love, but it's very focused on those topics. It's not off topic talking about life in general. It is very focused to those topics. So I do hope that you'll come and join that group. I'll put the link in the bio and you will be very welcome. I have also literally in the last day just launched another group which is close to my heart, which is called Creative and Crafty Kids. And the thought behind that is, I think that creativity and getting children and young people to do arts and craft activities is really important. It's a place to share ideas for kind of arts and crafts activities and fun things to do with your children, or for them to do as a project themselves if they're older children. And it also pulls together a lot of research around creativity and how important it is and so forth. So again, if that sounds like it might be of interest for you and your family, or if you work with children, or if that sounds of interest, then please do come along and join as well. And I'll put the link in the bio below, and we'd love to have you. So on my first page, anyway, back to this video. On the first page, I've just done a quick list of the videos that I've posted. So I only started this YouTube channel in December, so it's still very new, but obviously I just wanted to keep track already of the videos that I've posted and obviously when they were posted, so I can just look back really quickly. This page here is the kind of yearly overview for 2020 and obviously for 2021. So I'm in two minds how to use this page. It's very clear. I like the layout of it. I definitely am going to circle whenever a YouTube video goes live so that I can see really easily without having to go to the specific month itself. And I might keep highlighting when I've posted to my PlannerFest and my Planner UK Instagram. I may or may not keep up with the highlighting, we'll see. It just depends really. So on this page here, I've just put some kind of quick links so that I can refer to it. And then it's like the title page for the month. And I have made use of this. As I say, I really love that there is lots of space that you can use. So there's quotes for each of the title pages for each of the month, but there's also enough space. So I've added what I'm watching on YouTube this month, my favourite or any new YouTubers that I've come across, some social media ideas that I want to explore, and other kind of YouTubers or Instagram accounts that I want to check out as well, because it's just easy and quick to reference it here rather than kind of saving something maybe on my social media profiles and kind of going back to my bookmarks. So that I think is going to work really well for me. Then we go on to the monthly view, which looks a little bit like the Hobonichi kind of layout for the monthly, with obviously with the boxes, but I love it that they are very large boxes, plenty of space, and you have the different sections below. So at the bottom you can see there's enough space for a title and obviously notes, and there's kind of 4 sections there. And then again down this side here there's more space. So I'm using this section here to kind of mark off when I do the videos. Each month I hope to do up to 4 videos. So obviously I might not always achieve that, but this is my aim, so I can tick them off as I do them. This section I'm going to use for key announcements. So in terms of PlannerFest, when I can finally tell everyone the date and kind of some of what we've got planned, obviously I can make some notes here so that I know what date I'm working towards and don't forget. So this monthly section I am still kind of getting to grips with, but for now I have just done a little note of some of the key stats at the beginning, and then I'm dividing the boxes almost in 2 because there's enough space to do that. So the top section is Planner UK, the bottom section is PlannerFest, which the PlannerFest account is quite quiet at the moment, but like I say, that's all going to ramp up as we get closer to telling people what we've got planned. So I am just trying to kind of note here, like visually, kind of what I've posted. It's much easier when I use these stickers, which are special stickers which Write Notes create, and I'll tell you a little bit more about the stickers as we go through this video. So, and also, I've just started posting to Pinterest. And also I want to obviously know when I post to the groups that I just mentioned, the Facebook group. So that goes down the centre of the box. And there's actually enough space for all of that. So that gives quite a lot of leeway. And as you can see, although it is the 16th today, I have scheduled posts for tomorrow. So at least you can do it as it's scheduled in. So that works quite well as like a visual kind of guide. I didn't start the very first week of the year, but I have started this planner from the 6th of January. So here you can see that I'm using more of the stickers and it just really helps to draw your eye and to know at a glance what you've done. So the stickers, just let me quickly flick to that. I've got them all in this pocket at the back, which is really handy. And I've got quite a lot of stickers here that they all fit in really well. So Write Notes have created lots of stickers that are really useful. So the ones that I've bought, they do have more actually, but these are the ones that are useful for me. So I've got the Instagram filming and photography stickers, Pinterest, obviously Instagram specific when you post to Instagram, when you post to YouTube. These are Facebook ones. These I will use if I do any social media ads, maybe for PlannerFest, to let people know, you know, and promote specific posts, maybe when I get to the marketing of the event. So those will be quite useful. And Twitter, which isn't a massive thing, but I do have a presence with the PlannerFest account. So maybe that's something that I'll look to grow. So it's handy to have those stickers. So they are designed to fit perfectly. These fit perfectly in the boxes here. And as you saw on the monthly, the little icons are really handy to fit there. And so, yeah, that works really well for me. So I've written on them in fountain pen, so that's no problem. Obviously, you can see that they write really well. There's no issue there, which you get with some stickers. And this is how I've used it at the bottom here. I've done a little checklist of the first video that I published in January. Obviously, the whole process, so that I can tick off how far on I am with it. So in terms of writing the notes or the script, filming, so a little checklist as I go through, and obviously do the filming, the editing, the graphics and so forth, so I can just check off how well I've done and know where I'm at with it. Unfortunately, it's not a quick process, so that keeps me on track. So this is obviously the current week, so you can see some of my actions that are social media specific. So my social media actions I don't put in my work diary now because there's just too much with all these different groups and accounts. So it's good to keep it all combined in one place here. So yeah, this works really well for me. Here I've done some notes about the videos that I'd like to film this week if possible. And obviously this will continue. I have marked ahead where I've got to do specific things. That obviously schedule posts for one of the groups I've noted on Monday. Things like record stats I've noted for the middle and the end of each month. So yeah, it's a lovely planner. Obviously this kind of setup then continues. You've got the monthly title page, the monthly layout, and then obviously it goes through the weekly. So that continues, as you would imagine, throughout the whole year. So I'm looking forward to seeing it fill up and kind of keeping me organised in terms of my social media. So I think it's good as well to support like a UK business. Like, you all know how much I love Hobonichi and love kind of Japanese stationery and so forth. And I know there's obviously a lot of American brands that people love, but at the same time, I'm a small business owner myself, and I know how important it is to kind of support local small businesses, especially businesses that are creating great products like this, which I really love. So I'll just cover up some of this detail. But again, I've kind of started doing a list of some of the kind of influencers and people that I'd like to collaborate with in terms of PlannerFest. And then here it goes on to the 2021 kind of future planning, which if I was using this as my main planner, this would be absolutely fantastic. And I find it really useful. With a social media planner, I don't know how much future planning I'll be doing for next year, but I will probably repurpose the pages and use them for a different purpose so they won't get wasted. But yeah, if you're using it as a future planner, as most people probably would be, it's great. You've got a whole page listing all of the days. You've got lots of space. So obviously you can start to log those appointments for next year. And that really drives me loopy in most kind of diaries and, you know, planners, that you don't always have a lot of space specifically designed to note this down. So then at the back, we've got this graph paper. So I'm using this to make a note of my social media stats. So on this page, it's kind of 0 to 220. So this is where I'm kind of noting my subscribers in terms of YouTube and members of the groups that I mentioned earlier to see how they grow and so forth. And there's enough space for kind of 2 boxes for each month of the year, plus going into 2021 as well, at the end of 2019. And then on this page, this goes from 250 to 2,500. So this is kind of the bigger stats. So in terms of my followers on PlannerFest and Planner UK and so forth. So this can be kind of shown, this can show the bigger kind of numbers here. So I think that will be a really useful like visual thing to look back on and check that everything's moving in the right direction. So you get a few more pages at the back here. This one will be really handy like as a Gantt chart layout, maybe to track some social media, or if you're using it as your planner, it could be really useful as a tracker and so forth. So I really like that. The way that it's broken up, the pages, it really works well. And then a few more dotted pages at the back, which will be really useful to make more notes. And obviously, if you find this book a handy who to contact. So thank you for watching. Please do go and check out the Write Notes website, which is writenotes.uk, if you're interested in looking at this planner or any other notebooks. And thanks for watching. Bye.